Hi friends, I hope wherever you are in the world, you are happy and healthy. My name is Tami, and if this is your first time here, thanks for joining me. If it's not your first time and you're returning, thank you very much. I'm glad that you're here. Please make sure you like and subscribe because that helps. I wanted to, originally I had planned to do my eyeshadow collection and I recorded it, but I did not record it well. So that just mysteriously went poop. So instead, I started today off with my Oracle collection. Well, I'm calling it my Oracle Plus collection because that is going to include all my Oracle decks, my Lenormand decks, and any other decks, such as I have a couple decks that are runes. So instead of having the stones, I have it in deck form. So it's pretty much, and I think I might even have a couple affirmation decks. So I'm going to go through all of those decks. So basically everything except tarot. Tarot will be a different video. And it took a long time. So it's a very long video for my Oracle deck. I tend to be a little wordy sometimes. So now is a great time to get a drink, get a snack, get something that you just want background noise for so that you can hopefully you'll enjoy this video. I do want to also start off with an apology. As I was going through the deck, I think, I'm not positive, but I do think I referred to myself with OCD, and I have not been diagnosed with OCD, and I mean no disrespect to anyone who has the diagnosis of OCD. Many of us have different mental health issues. I myself have been diagnosed with anxiety, and the reason why I said OCD is I do have OCD tendencies around certain things. So my family has kind of figured it as like a shadow syndrome. I show tendencies, but I have not been formally diagnosed. So with that being said, let's get on to the video. Thanks. I'll get over to the hands cam, and I don't know how great that video is, like video footage is going to be, the lighting and stuff. So hopefully it goes smoothly. Thanks. See you soon. To get started, this is The Dragon Path by Carolyn Mitchell. I did not purchase this deck. This deck was sent to me in a subscription box. So this is not really the kind of dragons that I necessarily go to. I think the artwork is beautiful, but the cards just don't really speak to me, and they are glossy. You know, some cards I don't mind if they're glossy, others, like, that drives me crazy. The good thing about the glossy cards, though, is if you spill something on them, it's easy to clean up, usually. So I am not going to keep this deck, although, I mean, the artwork is gorgeous. It's just not necessarily my aesthetic. I'm not a huge dragon person, and if I am a dragon person, I like the cutesy dragons. So this one, I am going to declutter and give to a family member, a friend, or I might sell on Poshmark or Mercari. Okay, the next one is the Mythical Creatures Oracle deck by Ashley Norris. This, sorry, I'm hoping you guys can see this and that the light isn't so horrible. This deck was a deck I supported via Kickstarter. A lot of these decks are, to be honest. This is the back, and then here are some of the cards. It's a super cute deck, very pretty. It's a graphic vampire there. So I'm definitely going to keep this deck. To me, it just has a very one-of-a-kind feel to me. So this one is a definite keep. Trying to figure out where I'm going to put all these cards. Steal one of my cats. boxes. All right. This deck right here is the Mythical Cat Oracle, and this is one of my newest decks. This is the back, and then the cards are like this. So this cat's name is Timid. It's the scaredy cat. Sometimes we scare ourselves much worse than the actual thing we fear. Are you jumping at every shadow? So it's very, I love the artwork. They're very cute. There we go. I'm trying to put this in a way so you can actually see the artwork. It's beautiful. And I'm not very familiar with it yet, so I'm definitely keeping this deck. Like I said, it's one of my newest decks. Next is the Garden Dragons, well, the Field Guided Garden Dragons, artwork by Stanley Morrison and written by Arwen Lynch. I love this deck. This deck, I can tell you right now, I'm going to keep. These are definitely my kind of dragons. Like, look at this pumpkin dragon. I'm going to try to put this up just a little bit more. There we go. The honeydew dragon. And the guidebook, oh, this is cute. The strawberry dragon celebration. So this is definitely one I'm going to keep. And the guidebook is super cute. It talks about like the habitat. And then has the meaning behind the card and the description of the card, of the little creature. This is the White Hair Wisdom deck by Jackie Lovesy. Now this is like its own little world. I do love the artwork. I have to play with it more. I was playing with it quite a bit when I first got it. But I definitely need to play with it more so that I become more familiar with it. I had to look up everything in the book when I first got it. So, especially since like you'll see some of these words down here, I'm like, is that a made-up language? I think it is. I think it's the language of this world that she created. So I'm going to keep that. And then this is another deck by the same creator, the Arboretum. Now this one, again, very pretty artwork. This one, the words, you know, it's very clear. The keyword is very clear, which makes it much easier for me. So I'm going to keep this deck. And then I have the Fairy Oracle. I have another fairy deck. Did I already go over it? Oh no. Maybe I did. I don't know. We might find a random fairy deck around here then. Because I know I have another one and who knows what I just did with it. So, alright, well, this is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. Written by Nancy Brown, and the artwork is by Amy Brown, and I love Amy Brown's artwork. This is the new one, so it's not the original, but I still love it. I was unable to get the original, so I'm so happy that I was able to get this and that they redid it. This is a definite keep. Okay, moving on to Past Life. So I have the Past Life Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss. I read his books. They're really good books. And this is an okay deck. I've considered decluttering it in the past. But for some reason, it just keeps making it. It's probably because there's not that many past life oracles or past life decks. So I just keep it. I do use it from time to time, but you know, it's not my favorite. This is my favorite past life deck. Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle by Mandy Peterson. This is such a beautiful deck. If I can remember how to open it. There we go. Here's the side that opens. These are so unique. I ended up supporting this on Kickstarter, so you can use both sides. I don't think you can be able to see that. So on the back here, not all of the backs are the same. In fact, you'll see they're very different. So here, like, okay, lesson. On this card, the lesson is peace. On this one, it's self-love. So you can use the backs as well as the fronts. And it's just so beautiful. So this is the accomplishment card. I'm going to pull it up here so maybe you can see the words a little bit better. So accomplishment, achiever, celebrity, failure, competitor, you know. The wealth card. So inheritance, acquisition, gambling, and miser. So this is such a beautiful deck. And like, look at, that is just so, so beautiful. I love this deck. And there's a wonderful book that goes with it. That is a definite keep. All right, on to my moon decks. So this is another deck that I got in a subscription box once, and it just has the different moon phases. And then like a keyword. So this is nice to put out as the moon goes through the different phases. So I'll keep it. This is my Moonology Manifestation deck. I'm hoping that this, you can actually see these and it's not just blurring, because this is older, you know, technology. So hopefully you can see it. And anyways, this is beautiful artwork too. First quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. The new moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Like, it's just beautiful. The last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. That's funny. It's funny to me. I'm a Leo, so my child tells me to lighten up quite a bit. So I definitely am going to keep this. And before I ended up getting this one by Yasmin Boland, I got the original Moonology Oracle deck. And truthfully, I think I like the manifestation ones better, but I mean, I love this deck too. So it's not, you know, the balsamic moon, it's a time for healing. North node, step out of your comfort zone. A waning moon, what do you need to release? Like, it's gorgeous, but I kind of feel like, you know, I just like the artwork better in this one for like the new moon in Gemini, communication is key. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep it though, because like I said, I do like it. I like it a lot. I just think out of the two decks, I think I kind of like the manifestation one a little more. All right, next up is my Spirit de la Lune. Does this say who this is by? But I got it on spiritdelalune.com. It is, I mean, The packaging is beautiful. Oh, it's by Marissa Rankin and Rachel Carinella. I'm not quite sure. But it's got a nice book, and then it's got a little shimmer to it. That's the back. And then these are the fronts. So, waning, gibbous, devotion, Virgo is the healer. So I like this one. This one's beautiful. The harvest moon, gratitude. And I have not played with these as much as I have the other moon decks that I've just shown you. So I definitely need to take these out and play with them more and get more use, get more use out of them and become more familiar with them, because it is beautiful. And I'm glad that I have them. Okay, now moving on to astrology decks. The first one is the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. This lighting, you just can't really, there we go. It has a nice little sturdy book, hardcover book. And then I could just take the box out, but I really like this bigger box too. So I keep them. And this is by Lily Ashwell. These are beautiful. So Aries, independent, bravery and passion. Saturn, feel restricted, experience, struggle, learn hard work and patience. The 8th house, which is why I ended up getting these, is because my other decks didn't really have like the houses, the astrological houses. So besides having this beautiful artwork, it had the houses, and I think it had like, yeah, some of the moons. So love this. Oh, and this is the back. It's very light, so there we go. This is going to be a long, hopefully. So I'm keeping that. And then I also have the Arcana of Astrology by Claire Goodchild. Now every month I choose 9 decks in my collection, and that's between my Oracle decks and my tarot decks, my Lenormand decks. I have a little bit of all of them out. Not as much Lenormand, but because I really do not know that system, I use them kind of more like Oracle cards. Anyways, this one I went ahead and colored and edged myself. This is the back. And I think these are very simple, but very pretty. I definitely have to pull out the book with these ones because there's no real keywords. But I think they're pretty. So definitely going to keep that. It'll help me learn more about astrology. All right, next up are crystals. And I have 4 decks here for that. I had another deck, but I already decluttered it and gave it away. Okay, so first I have the Crystal Grid Oracle cards. I really wanted to study like crystal grids. I don't really know much about crystal grids. I do have a lot of crystals. I think I even have a grid somewhere, but I haven't never really done anything with crystal grids. So this just felt like a
quick and easy way also to use crystal grids through these cards. So like, for example, it shows you like what that crystal grid would look like. It has a keyword, and then it tells you which stones to include. This one's upside down. So for awareness, I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. Abundance. So I'm going to keep these. And then this is a first edition of, not this deck, but this deck. I supported on Kickstarter, and it was the first time it came out. Then shortly later she came out with a second edition, and I could have just got the extra cards because it had like 8 extra cards or something, but I didn't get it because the backs were different, and my OCD would not have tolerated that at all, which is a shame because I really, you know, I like to have a complete deck. It drives me crazy when, you know, you get one deck and then they come out again, all the rest are the same, but they've changed a couple things. Anyways, this is the Crystal Forest intuitive card deck. I love these paintings because these were paintings. The creator like took out the stone and found watercolors that went with it, that to really embody the spirit of that stone. So like, and then you could see down here, it's very hard to see, it's very light, but like this one is the blue apatite, I guess that's how you say it, and the keyword is truth. Some of these it's easier to see the writing, and others it's more difficult. The paintings, the pictures are all beautiful though. So I am glad to have this in my collection. I just wish that the second edition had the same backing, so I could have got those extra cards and had the whole thing. So this is for Citrine, Joy, Larimore, Flow, Malachite, what does it say for Malachite? Responsibility. So they're just beautiful. I will be keeping this. Part of me almost considered getting the second edition just so I'd have the full set, but at the same time I'm like, I have such a big collection, and you know, that's more money. So anyways, this is the Radiant Crystal cards, and love these. Let's go to, here's all some information. This is another deck that I supported on Kickstarter, and so it has a picture of the stone. It says the type of stone, and then it gives 3 to 4 different keywords. And I just think these watercolors are just gorgeous. Like, that's so pretty. Again, here's Malachite, Cleansing, Protection, Amplifying. I just think they're gorgeous. So, I'm super happy to have these. And then on the back of these cards, you actually have information about the stone. So like the chakra, the astrological sign associated with it, an affirmation, and the energies. And then down on the very bottom, it also gives like a flower that's kind of associated with it. So, definitely keeping that. And then last is the Crystal Wisdom Oracle. Yeah, I had 2 other Oracle decks and I already decluttered those. These ones, I might end up decluttering these. I do like that it's real pictures, but it only says like the name of the stone. The backs are this gray. The book is really good, but I mean, like, has a lot of information. But I just don't, you know, the book tells you the frequency, the chakra, the timing, the soul path. It gives a little bit about the stone, the divination. So, I mean, I think I'll keep it around still and see if it makes it through a future decluttering, because I do like having the real picture of the crystal. Like, if I can close this now. There we go. So I am keeping all of those. Okay, so I'm back. I had to grab some more decks, let one of my cats in, and I found our other fairy deck. This is the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud. Yeah. And I just really like the artwork, and some of them are just so cute. So I'm really glad to have this in my collection. I do need to play with it more. You're going to hear that a lot. I mean, I have so many that I do tend to find my favorites, and I mean, I do rotate them a lot because every month I pick 9 decks, but then I also, you know, if I'm not feeling any of those decks, when I'm just doing some card readings, I'll just go ahead and pull one of the others. Okay, the next one. So now I'm kind of entering a stack of like one-offs. It doesn't really have a specific spot in my collection. So the first one here is the Roar Oracle by MJ Cullinane. I'm not sure how to say her last name. However, I have several of her decks because I really love them. You're probably going to hear that a lot too, because obviously if I didn't love them, I wouldn't have them in my collection. All right, so this is the Roar Oracle. It's all really strong women. Does it say how many? It doesn't say how many on the box. And I don't have the little booklet with me, but I love pairing this with another one of my decks. It's such a powerful deck. So I'm definitely keeping that. Then I have the Wandering Soul Oracle. Doesn't say on here. Oh, by Rachel Jean. And I just love the simplisticness of, so this is the back of these cards. I'm gonna, never mind the piles and the mess. Anyways, this is the back. And then it has this beautiful foiling on the side. I just love the artwork. It's simple but powerful. So I'm definitely keeping this one. Let's see. Liberation with this key. It's just gorgeous. Wisdom. So definitely keeping this. Yeah, this is mostly a collection video because I don't know how many I'm actually going to declutter because I've already decluttered a couple times and sent to friends. This is Postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. I use this deck as kind of like my hug when I'm missing my best friend who passed, when I'm missing my grandfather who I was close to. I like to shuffle this and then, you know, just ask what would their message be to me, what do I need to hear, and then read the postcard in the back and see, is that something similar? It almost makes it feel like they're not so far away. So although it's not my favorite deck, it is like a hug deck to me. So that'll stay. Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Now, by Amanda Lovelace. Well, I know that if it hasn't already come out, I know that there is a tarot deck coming out. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get the tarot deck to go with this deck. I really love the artwork in this deck and the messages and the inclusivity, like very body positive. Not everyone is super skate. This is just like a super powerful sword, make the change. They're just cutting off their hair. A very powerful deck, and I think I would really like the tarot deck, so I might end up getting that, putting that on my list. But I liked this one so much that I got this deck for my daughter too. So that one is staying. Next up is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. And I got this because I wanted a chakra deck and I just really couldn't find anything. So I found this one, and the jury is kind of still out on this one. Some of the cards I really love. I love that, you know, each card is bordered in the color of that chakra. But I'm not sure. This one I'm kind of on the fence. I think I will keep it for when I want to do chakra stuff, or study chakra more, or know that I'm having a certain issue in a chakra and pulling the card, or to help me figure out, what I need to work on. So I think I will keep it for that. The backs are super cute. But I don't know how long I'm going to have it. I'm going to see. I need more time to decide on that one. Let me put these all in the box. Oh no, my postcards just went flying. So let me put those back in. The next one is a holiday oracle. And I got this, it was a Kickstarter. However, the Kickstarter did not succeed. So the person who created this deck then decided to sell them on Etsy and notified us when they were on Etsy. And it's the Christmas Oracle. And the backs are just adorable. And the sides are just beautiful. Oh, that's my signed one. But I think it's super cute. Like, it definitely reminds me of the holidays. So the chimney for Old Saint Nick, ivy, Christmas caroling, an unwrapped gift. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I pulled this out during the holidays. I didn't this year, unfortunately. I pulled it out last year, but I didn't this year because my family, we were at Universal. So I did not have it out. But usually I pull it out for like the entire month, but December was just a crazy month. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to move this along a little faster because it's already 30 minutes in. Okay, so next is the Healers of the Earth Oracle. This was part of a bundle deal, and although I like some of the pictures, this really just is not my art style. So this one, I never pull it because it's just not my art style. So this one I am going to declutter. And tumble they go. All right, next is this little, I think this is my affirmation deck. Yeah, this is a little vision board cards, but it also has affirmations in here. And so I use it for the affirmations section. like if I can get it to come out. No, this is all my vision board stuff. Where's my affirmations? Oh, there's a couple in the very end. Here we go. So I can use it as a vision board, but I like it as an affirmation. So nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. So keep this. Maybe I will put it in my bullet journal and make a vision board in there. Next is, oh man, I'm trying to think of what this deck is called again. Oh man, I know I got it off of Etsy. Roots and Wings. Yeah, this is the little one though, the mini deck, and it's so gorgeous. It speaks to me. I've considered gifting this to somebody and getting the big deck for myself, but then again, that would, I don't really have money to burn, so I don't really need the big deck, so I have not done so, and I am keeping that. Next is my these in the bag are hard. The 2-penny oracle. I don't have that many round decks. Oh, one of my hairs, that's nice. I have it with the bronze edging. And so if it's upright, it has one word. What is this? Yeah, there's one word, and then it's all based off of phrenology. I think that is the right word, phrenology, when they used to read the bumps in the head. So I thought that is a very unique take. So I'm keeping this. And then I have the thread-bound oracle that has a theme of writing. There we go. Now we've found a pace. So like there's the dreamer, the book, the artist. So I've not played enough with this one. So I definitely am going to keep this so I can get to know it. Next is Chance for Change, mantra meditation cards. Now, I liked the idea of these because I cannot meditate no matter how much I try. I did not buy this. This was in a subscription box. But truth be told, I'm not going to use these. So I am going to declutter this. The Liminal Spirits Oracle. I have heard so many great things about this deck. I find the back actually very distracting though. The artwork is pretty, roots, walnut, desert. So I go back and forth on this because the artwork is pretty. And I'm sure some people can intuitively read these as well as look at the book. I cannot really intuitively read these though. And so as much as I think the artwork is gorgeous, I just think that there is going to be someone else who will get more use out of this deck. And I don't pull it as much as I would like to because the back just, definitely distracts me. Okay, so I'm decluttering those. Next is Buddha Wisdom, Divine Masculine. And these are just little phrases and things. The world always finds a way to praise and a way to blame. The wise continually praises. Offend no one and yet speak the truth. Be clear with and kind with your words, never harsh. I do not really use these, so I'm going to declutter these. Mindful Wealth Abundance cards. Can I describe what success and abundance looks like and how I'll feel when I have these things? I've considered keeping these just as like journal prompts, but I've not yet used them for that. So, I guess I'll keep it for another round and see if I do use them as journal prompts, because I think it would be it'd be good as journal prompts. Next is my quality time self-care activity cards. These are beautiful. I love these. I love the edging. They have some blank ones, so I'll never use that because I'm not artistic and it just doesn't seem to go if I were to collage it. So those I don't really use, but the edging is this beautiful color. The artwork is just great. So I like to pull these when I'm like, what can I do for my own self-care, you know, and it just is a nice, you know, fun reminder of, okay, I don't have to do the same thing day in, day out. Maybe changing something up or even doing something that is one of my favorites will, you know, get me out of the rut or just provide me some additional self-care. So I'm keeping those. The Nest of Light Oracle, I kind of feel the same way about. It has a whole book for it. However, some of it I just use it as self-care too. So like perfume magic, you know, seek advice, perception, incense and spirits. So those that kind of could be used as self-care, I take out and use if that's the purpose that I'm using it for that day. Otherwise, I use it as a usual oracle. Keeping that. On to my herbal, right? Yeah. The Oracle of Essence. I have the second edition. There we go. I have the second edition. I know they did a third edition. They might even be on the fourth edition at this point. Again, this is another deck that I considered rehoming so I could get the most updated one, but I just know they're going to keep updating it. So I was like, I'm not going to keep spending that money again and again. But it has this beautiful golden edging, the back, very floral. And I use a lot of essential oils, so it's nice to have this deck. The artwork is all kind of a little bit different, so it doesn't all match, but it has the essential oil and then it has some keywords for it. And this one I use a lot, which is another reason why I considered getting the most up-to-date one. But I've got bills to pay. So next is the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck, and this one is just really cool. It actually has two different books. So like you would pull a card. So let me show you a couple of the cards first. So like there's dandelion, oleander, poppy, bluebell. So let's say I grabbed mistletoe. I could either use the Dawn book, which kind of is like, you know, the more positive book to look up the meaning, or I could use the Dusk book, which gives it a totally different spin. So I love the way that this one was created. It's almost like having two decks in the one. So I'm keeping this, as long as I don't mess up the cards as I put them away. And then the Plant Spirit Oracle. This I got off of Etsy. I'd heard really great things about it. The book that comes with this is so detailed. It is such a brilliant book. And I do like the artwork, and I like that it has the plant, and then it has a couple keywords for it. So, and it also has like a little something in it to kind of bring that herb to life. So I'm definitely keeping this. I would never part with this. And then the last of my more herbal ones, I think, is my Green Witch Oracle. And I liked this one so much, I actually purchased one for a friend and sent it to her. So this has a lot of things that you would find in the garden that you might cook with, fruits, vegetables, and again, it has a bunch of different symbols around it. It says whether it's air, fire, water. Then it has like the main keyword, and then the plant, or the, I should say, the vegetable, the fruit, or the flower. So for chili, stimulation, has the fire sign. So keeping this. Next is the Earthbound Oracle. I got this one off of Etsy, and I love the artwork. I mean, it's just really, really, you know, like there's a mountain achievement. Some plants toxic. So this is gorgeous. I know that the creator also created a tarot deck. I do not have that deck. Every time I looked at it, it was sold out. Okay, next are our trees. So I have the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. Now I ended up getting this in part because, you know, this has trees from all over, and a lot of them like you could find within the US. And in here there was also the redwoods, and where I grew up there were redwoods. So this just spoke to me. Now I've considered trimming these because I don't really like the different colors, but at the same time it helps, you know, it makes it easier to find the information in the book. So I haven't done that as of yet. I think the backs are breathtaking. So I'm keeping this one. The Druid Plant Oracle. I've had this one for a while. And again, I've considered trimming, but I can't bring myself to do so. And the artwork again is, I mean, it's just, I feel like I literally walk into that picture. So I'm keeping that. I don't like the backs though. I really don't like the backs. And I can appreciate copyrights, but I know other creators that have, like, you know, it's like an Easter egg. Now this is an older deck though, so I also get that. And then the Green Man Tree Oracle. This was gifted to me by a friend. If I can get it open. Again, this is a older one. And I don't think I even, yeah, I did. It has obviously a really big book. And again, same kind of like design with the copyrights, same artist. So it looks a lot like the other one. It doesn't have as many trees, but this one is strictly trees, where the other one was plant. So I'm going to hold on to that. You know, I was going so fast. Okay. right, let's do these three. I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna bring these up too while I'm here. Okay. So now these are kind of like my fun, just my super fun ones. During 2020, this deck was created and was posted onto Kickstarter, and all of it's just major arcana cards. However, each one kind of has a story connected to it from 2020. So let's see, here we go. So like the Chariot is the UFO, because in the news it said the Pentagon, you know, has finally stated that there's UFOs, you know. There's just a lot. I won't say it all, but yeah, I love it. It's just kind of like, it's a little cheeky, and I mean, it commemorates a traumatic experience most of us, you know. I could probably say everybody. Oh no. But anyways, the next one is what is this one called? I have the book. I'm going to pull the book out so you can see. The Exquisite Familiars. And so what you do here is you grab like 2 cards, you shuffle, get 2 cards, you decide how you want to put them together, and then you go back to your book and you flip to those pages so that you have those 2 pieces together, and then you can decide what information you want to take from it. So that's just fun. It's different. It's very unique. So definitely keeping that. And my nail just broke as we're doing this, so now it's, you know, it's getting hit on everything. Definitely does not like this bag. There we go. And then I have the Lucky Potion Oracle, and this is from the same creator as the Exquisite. So again, this one, you shuffle and you pull a card. I'll show you a couple cards. And it's these cheeky little bottles. Intuition. So you pull a card, then you roll the die, and then this one means you share it. So like you either share it, you drink it, or it breaks. And based off of whatever you rolled, the meaning for that card differs. It has a different meaning. So that's just fun, and again, very unique in my collection. All right, animals. I have the Power Animal Oracle cards. I don't really pull these enough. And for whatever reason, like these ones just don't call to me. So I am going to go ahead and declutter this deck. And then I have the Urban Crow Oracle, and this is from the same creator as Roar. And so like Mischief and Waterproof. I just love this article, and I love this deck. Like, I just love this deck. So I'm definitely keeping this one. Yeah, we're back to decks that I just absolutely adore. This is the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle. It's not always easy getting it out of this bag, especially now that I've got a snagged nail. All right, so the edging on the, like, look at that. Can we just look at that? That's so, purple's my favorite color, and that's just so gorgeous. Here's the back. I adore these cards. Like, the artwork is beautiful. They completely speak to my soul and to my heart, to my spirit. I love these. So definitely keeping these. Oh good, it's not as much of a struggle getting it back in. Okay, the Woodland Wardens. These are beautiful too. It connects a flower or an herb or a plant with an animal. I mean, look at this artwork. It's just so, you know. The first word that hits me is like rustic. Like, it's just, it's gorgeous. The raccoon and the sycamore, and then it gives you a keyword too, curiosity. But the book is just amazing to read over and how they connect it all. So that's a keep. And then I have these two cat oracles. I have Catland and Return to Catland. And I think they're all mixed up right now. I don't think I separate. Yeah, they're all mixed up. Because what I do is I put the two decks together, but the artwork, so like, the artwork is just so adorable. Just makes me smile. It makes me chuckle. So, and the artwork is, you know, the same between the two because it's the same creator. So I am keeping both of those. And you'll see I have a lot of cat tarot decks. So I needed to have some oracle decks to go with it, you know? All right, I am going to pause here. I'll be back. All right, so I had to pull more decks forward. Next are my goddess decks, and I've already decluttered a couple of them. This is the the Oracle of Freya. And again, the artwork is just gorgeous, and the edginess is beautiful gold. So this is all about the goddess Freya and things associated with the goddess Freya. And this was another Kickstarter that I supported. Keep that. The Goddess Spirit. Now this is one that I got off of Etsy. Later, this has become mass market. So now you can get it mass market. I have not edged this one. But this artwork is just, hello, it's so pretty. Yeah. And so I'm glad that I have it in this condition and with this beautiful bag. I do not know if the mass market also includes the bag. And I am glad that it went mass market so that more people can get it because it is a gorgeous deck. And, you know, maybe one that later I want to get a second copy of for backup. I do not have backups now of any of my decks because I have too many decks to start off with. But we'll see. Next is the Modern Goddess Oracle. And I like this one because it totally takes the goddess and puts a new spin so that they're easier to relate to. And it's got this pretty silver edging. Oops. And again, some of these are going to be upside down. Pandora. Here's Freya. So I love to pull one of these a week and learn more about the different goddesses and mythology. This is another one. My bag is all hairy. This is what happens when you have cats. Anyways, this is another one that I supported off of Kickstarter. And again, breathtaking. This like antique gold edging. And the artwork is simplistic. Like there's not a whole lot. It's just the goddess. And it has the goddess's name and a keyword. So this is also one of my newer decks. I'm not as familiar with it as some of my other goddess decks. So I look forward to spending more time with it. The Goddess Inspiration Oracle. I've had this one for quite some time. It's in its own little bag. I'm just going to pull a couple cards out so I can show you. So here is the backing. And then it says the goddess's name, has a little picture, has a little like quote, look for help to appear when you least need it. And then it says like this, the goddess of birth. The goddess of inspiration is the muses. So love that, keeping it. And if there's any deck you want to like see a walkthrough of, just let me know in the comments. If there's any specific one. Otherwise, I think I might start like an A to Z kind of doing walkthroughs. And then there's the Goddess Oracle. Now, I'm not very fond of this back. Like, personally, I wish it didn't have the title down here and I could trim it. And I could trim it, but I don't want to necessarily mess it up. The artwork is nice, though. And it, you know, has the goddess name and then, like, not keywords, but like a little phrase. So here, embracing the shadow. Bast, play. Artemis, selfhood. So I guess sometimes keywords too, but that first one had like a phrase. Keeping that. Okay, let me put all those in. So I'm keeping all of my goddess decks that I still have. Moving on to some shadow working kind of decks. And, you know, this one I would just say I use it during Halloween time. And this is the back. It has a beautiful picture, the word, and then, you know, either keywords or a phrase. That's beautiful. Love that one. This is just fun. Mummy change, so I'm definitely keeping this deck. And then I have the Threads of Fate Oracle, the Shadow Edition. Now, this one I have to pull out the book. There's just no way about it. Again, beautiful like edging. Here's the back. And these cards are just, they're breathtaking. I tend to use beautiful and breathtaking a lot. But I definitely, I mean, and they do have a word. Like here's love, nature. But I still need to like pull out the book to get more. So, keeping that. This is my very latest deck that just came in. I don't think another one has come in after this one. I have a couple that are supposed to be coming in, but Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. Here's the back. It has some card decks, some spreads. Not card decks, but spreads. It's not edged. I might edge it later in black, but I haven't yet. There's another spread, but look at that. So pretty. Shadow of Light, Demon, Shadow Self, Integration, the Blood Moon, Beginning, Endings, Clean Slate, the Underworld, the Shadow Realm, Reincarnation. Like, it's just hidden paths, awareness, mindfulness, self-mastery. Like, it's beautiful artwork. So I am so excited to start working with that deck. Yeah, it came with its own bag. And this was another one from Kickstarter that I supported. This is another Kickstarter that I've supported. The Embroidered Graveyard. Here's the edging. It's like an orangey brass. Like, it's in between. It is a little hard to read this sometimes. What is on my arm? I don't know what that was. Anyways, that's a little hard to read, but that's fine. So Father has a lot of skeletons. So if you don't like skeletons, this is not the deck for you. But I just love this one. Well, I love them all. I love basically all of them. Okay. So this is definitely going to be a keep. And this one's also kind of geared towards like spirit communication too. So like loved ones that have passed, or remembering loved ones who have passed. Okay, next group is like ancestor kind of stuff. So angels and ancestors, this is a mass market. I went ahead and colored mine like a dark brown on the edges. And this is gorgeous. So I'm definitely keeping this. And then Shamanic Medicine. This one just spoke to me. It spoke. It's great. See, like I even keep a feather in here with it. And I colored and edged it in like brown, rustic brown. But I just adore these. It speaks to something in me. It literally makes me speechless. So, yeah. Definitely keeping. The Egyptian Star Oracle. I went to Egypt my senior year in high school, and I've always been fascinated with Egypt. So I was looking for some Egyptian decks, and this was a Kickstarter. And I haven't really tapped into it too much yet, so something to look forward to, but I did like the artwork. And the creator of this deck, you know, he went to Egypt and went into the different pyramids, and you know, that's one of my favorite memories was going into some of those pyramids and seeing those hieroglyphics in person. And then the Mists of Avalon Oracle. I read the book when I was like in high school. It really upsets me knowing what I know now. Well, what potentially I don't live behind closed doors, so I don't know, but what has been said about the character of the author. So, you know, that's kind of where I stand on that. But I do like these cards. I do like this mythos. So I picked them up. I was going to get the books again because it'd been a while and see if I can't read them again, but that's when I had learned what I learned. So I'm not going to get all into it, but I did not pick up the books again. All right. Here's a big deck, or a big stack, I should say. Not a deck, but stack. Okay, these are all my kind of like witchy kind of decks. I have the Enchanted Bruja Oracle, and I got this off of, did I get this in Kickstarter, or maybe I got this off of Etsy? I'm not quite sure. It looks like I edged it. Yeah, I edged it in orange because these are the backs. And I'm not going to say it again. You guys know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it again because you've heard it over and over again. But come on. Like, I want to walk into these places. Like, such beautiful, beautiful artwork. I mean, beautiful artwork. So yeah, this is definitely not going anywhere. This stays with me. Originally, I thought like this would be, you know, like one of my Halloween decks, but this is really an all year long deck. I love it that much. And I did say it. Look at that. The Spellcasting Oracle cards from Hay House. I haven't looked too much in the book, but I do love these cards. Look at that backing. And then I edged it in this like royal blue. But yeah, intuitively, these read for me. So that's why I have not looked in the book so much. They just intuitively read to me and speak to me. So keeping those. Then the Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle. I love the movie Practical Magic, and so that this oracle is based off of like that. Has this beautiful gold. You could have had black or gold. I chose gold. I am waiting for my Practical Magic tarot deck to come in, and for those I chose black, so I'd be able to pair them and know which is which. So this is the back. So it has some elemental cards, element cards, then climbing rosebush, and then the keyword consequences. Now that's hard to read. Hard to read, especially when you're getting older like I am, but. And then like cauldron, transformation, that makes sense. Lavender, luck and tranquility. It's just blood of the moon, destiny. So, and I just told you I, supported the Kickstarter for the tarot deck. So I'm not going to get rid of this one. I'm going to pair those together. All right, Seasons of the Witch. Right now there are 3 out. I think Mabon is going to be the next one's coming out. This is not my favorite artwork. Putting it out there. It's not my favorite artwork. That being said, I love the, sorry, I am a fidgeter. The completionist in me and collector in me likes to have decks where I have, you know, there's going to be all 8. So there'll be 8 decks so far. I don't know if I'm going to continue to collect them or if I am going to let these go. Right now I'm going to keep them. This one's edged in red. I did not edge it. It came that way. But like I said, this is not my favorite artwork. It has like a little passage on the bottom. They don't really read much for me. Like I need to pull out the book, even though it has like this passage. So I don't know how long these will stay with me. I don't know if I will continue to collect them, but I have them right now. So these are the Samhain. And I'm going to keep them for the moment. Here's Yule. And I do like that after, I think it was after the first deck, then it did become more inclusive. And these ones have the green. Otherwise, the backing is the same. So I did like that. Family, hearth. So, and I think I like, as time went on, I like these second and third better than the first. So I probably will end up getting them all because I'm a completionist like that. I'm a collector. Okay. Here's Beltane, and Beltane is gold and yellow. I keep turning them around. So, yeah, I'll keep them for now. Spend some more time with them and see if anything happens. Okay, then I have Magic and Mediums Oracle. This was a Kickstarter I supported. I do like these. I have not edged them. I do not want to mess them up since it's a white card. But I do like the simplicity of them, like the limited color. They're not distracting. Very pretty. I'm going to keep this. And this is the back with the moon phase and crystals. This is another one I supported off of Kickstarter. These leave me speechless. That's some of the extras that I got in the Kickstarter. Leave me speechless. So here's the back. Like, it's gorgeous. Cornucopia, rest, a memory. Sometimes the memories aren't great. Sometimes the memory's bad memory. Yeah, these are just, they're just breathtaking. So I love these, and I'm going to keep these. I need to really stop saying love. Like, we probably should have made this some sort of game. How many times can Tami say love in this video? Probably a million. Okay, the Inner Guidance Oracle deck. Another Kickstarter. I was obviously on Kickstarter a lot in 2020 and 2021. Yeah, a lot. Again, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And each of these cards have like a hidden symbol. So like here is a hidden symbol, and then you look it up in the book. On her arm is a hidden signal, or symbol, not a signal. It's not a bat signal. It's getting kind of late and I'm getting kind of tired. So I'm keeping these. Priestess of Light Oracle. This is another Hay House. I got it when it was like on massive sale. I really didn't think I was gonna like these, to be honest, but I adore them. So again, very beautiful artwork. Like, ugh, very beautiful. Look at that back. It's like, which side is right side up? We'll do these last two, and then I'm going to take a break so I can put these decks away, pull these other ones forward, and take a drink. And that should be, this next grouping should be it. Phew! After these two. Alright, so this is the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. This is the second edition, I believe. I know it's not the first. It's got silver edging. I really like these. I like how inclusive it is. I think that's one of the things that was changed for the second edition, was just making it more inclusive. So I'm keeping these. Like, this is just gorgeous. And this is the back with the bees. And then I have my Everyday Witch Oracle. And I like to pair this with my Everyday Witch Tarot. I mean, that's just, there we go. That's just joy and delight. It truly is. Like, when was the last time you did a cartwheel? When was the last time I did a cartwheel? It's probably been a year. Maybe 8 months. Not sure. But it's been a while. It's just, it's fun and it's playful and it's lighthearted, but it also packs enough of a punch, but in a gentle way. So that is my Everyday Witch Oracle. All right, I'm going to pause real quick and I'll be back. All right, so I am back. I pulled the last bits forward. So this next grouping is kind of like my inner child decks. So this is the Lights in Dark Places, making friends with your monsters. Now I thought this was going to be totally different. It is, so I don't know what I think of this deck, to be honest. I love the graphics on it, but why are these back and forth? Here we go. I love the pictures, but I'm not one who really likes quotes, like long quotes, you know? So I'm not sure how long this will remain in my collection. I don't know how long that, you know, if that's gonna, if my OCD is just gonna be able to handle it. Not my OCD, yeah. Anyways, so like face your fears, that's super cute. And then you can do it. It's going to be hard, but hard is not impossible. So I mean, it's got some really good affirmation kind of things that I could, so I'm gonna have to try to find a way that I can pull these out more often and use them. Otherwise, they are going to end up finding their way out of my collection. But for now, I'm going to keep it because the pictures make me smile, and it really does call to my inner child, those pictures, because those monsters aren't all that scary. They're kind of cute monsters. Same with the Wanderer's Traveling Oracle deck. These are huge though, and I have really little hands. Like these are pretty much the size of my hand. So it's kind of hard to, you know, shuffle these, but they are super adorable. Like, you know. So this one says balance to me. Lighten your load. Like, intuitively I can read these. So even though they're hard to shuffle for me, I mean, I have to do like the overhand kind of or side shuffle instead of a riffle. I am keeping those. Then I have the little bug oracle deck. Now I got this because I have the Mond's Tarot, and I was like, oh, that's going to go so well with them. I haven't really used them together. These little bugs are adorable. I think I kind of like these little bugs better than the Mond's Tarot, to be honest, to be frank. Like adventure, look, there's a little bug parachuting with a leaf. Like, it's just cute. Oh, look, balance again, you know. So I'm gonna have to pull them out with my Mond's Tarot and really just spend quality time with them. But I am going to keep all those. All right, then I have these, again, some kind of like one-offs. The Law of Attraction cards. Like, they have really good messages. However, and here's the back. Loving all of you, love where you are, trust the process, the next step. It's got really great messages. Past programming, I love that with the cassette tape. However, I never use these, and I don't think I'm going to use these. So I may want to send these to, like, maybe I'll send these to my niece or something. So I think I am going to declutter these. Language of Flowers. Now I know my niece and my daughter both want these. I love I like these because I do like the idea of like the flower and then the keyword and then, you know, has like a little phrase. However, I don't really use these. So, and I have so many like herbal, I don't have straight up just flowers, but I do have so many plant and herbal. So I think I will finally let these go. Because if I'm not using them, somebody else should be able to get some good use out of them. And then Divine Directions, again, you know, some kind of like affirmations and, oh, you can't even see that. There we go. Decide, proud, and then it has be proud of who you are, where you've been and where you're going. Flow, you need more flexibility in your life, allow yourself to go with the flow. Like, these are really good cards, but I don't use them. And I know I'm not going to. Nice inspirational cards. Do I need inspiration? Should I like leave some up here so every day I pick an inspiration? Okay, right now I'm going to stick them in my declutter box, but I might take them out later. I'm going to look through all of them again before I sell them or give them away, just to make sure. They're going to go in purgatory for a while to see whether or not I miss any of them, and then go from there. This, such an awesome idea. The Woman Runes. I got this off of Etsy. One of my friends told me about it. There's a couple different I can't, layouts. Goodness gracious, I cannot think. Anyways, instead of having like the traditional runes, these are all runes that like we can kind of get behind. So like the veil, and you can use that. The broom. Oh, the hearth, the sun and moon. Like, this is such a unique idea. And then there's a book that goes with it with more details. So I'm definitely keeping these, because I definitely do not have anything like this in my collection. This is I want to say that this is the Runic Journey. Oh, I have another rune set of cards too. So I do have another rune set of cards. They're probably with my runes. I have 3 of them. So there's another one. Anyways, but this is the runic, what did I just call it? I can't remember. Runic journey, maybe? Anyways, I like these because besides having the rune in it, and the name of the rune and some keywords, there's a picture in there too that kind of gives you, you know, more information. Also has the moon phases. So for example, I cannot say these names, Tiwaz, and there's the rune, and then there's scales, and the key idea with that is courage and justice. So I love that I can like start to really learn the runes with these also, like, so I'm comfortable with them. I am not going to put them where I've put my others because these were out, and that is why they are not in their box. Here is my second set of runes, and it has a whole box, or a whole, a big book, or a book to go with it. This is the telluric runes, and so it has the rune, but it also has like a plant or herb, and like a crystal. So again, in the book, it talks about why that plant or crystal, what that rune means, and the artwork is just, it's gorgeous. So definitely keeping that. And then, like I said, I do have a third rune card deck, and they must be with the runes. So animal voices, and these were voices connecting with our endangered friends. Now this was created in, what does it say, 2013. So I have not gone back and seen how many of these endangered are now extinct, and or, you know, maybe got off the endangered list. That would be the plan, the hope. So I do like these pictures though. I like the message behind it. The koala, and then it has some keywords, so like koala, calm, imagination, ease. Oh, let me lower it so you can actually see the picture. Good going, Tami. Eagles, vision, freedom, and inspiration. So I do like these, and I will have to go back and look and see. Hope that didn't just cut off. If you get black spots, it's because all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, we can turn you off. No, please don't. So hopefully you didn't just get a black screen, because it'd be hard to edit that out, to be honest. And I'm just going because I want to get this out to you. So this one I've had for years. This is The Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. And I had that one. I got this one back in probably 98 or something. Nope, it couldn't have been, because it says 2002. So I guess I got it in 2002. And I got it because I just, when I was 6, I wanted to be a mermaid. I still want to be a mermaid. And they're not my favorite though. Even though dolphins are one of my favorite animals and I want to be a mermaid, I don't necessarily, like, the artwork is different. It's not very cohesive. And again, it does have like a little quote, but and the back is gorgeous though. I am going to hold on to these though. I've had them so long, they do have a part of my heart. So I'll keep those. And then messages from the mermaids. I ended up getting this because, like I said, I secretly want to be a mermaid. Here's the back. Now this is just gorgeous. And it's very inclusive. There's all different body shapes. I think all different ages. All different ethnicities. So I am keeping these. And then the Glow Oracle. This was I'm going to lift this again. I don't know if it unique idea. I got this on Kickstarter. I supported it on Kickstarter. all of the creatures and things in this oracle deck, and it has this that cobalt, or I don't think it's royal blue, cobalt blue maybe. Anyways, they all glow in some way, and I learned some things, like I did not know that the possum had some, glowing going on. I hate when I show them to you upside down. But it's just gorgeous. I love it. It's very educational too in that sense. And then it gives some keywords too. So the yellow stingray, find the calm, self-resilient. The fire beetle, attention to details, positive outcome. The wombat, home sweet home, appreciation. So I thought this was such a genius, unique take. This is the last of it. So this is my Gypsy Witch fortune telling, which the backs are super cute. I could play cards with these if I wanted, or use them kind of like lenormand cards. Because here's the rider, the bear, but then there's also some in there that are not in the traditional lenormand. So I'm going to keep these. And then I have the Slavic folklore lenormand. I got this off of Etsy. Here is the back. Love that. And then here's the information about the different cards, the meanings. So instead of a book, it has these cards. But the tower, the tree, sun, the lady. Let's see. Looking for the one that was it sold me. Here's the stars. Definitely keeping this. And then my haunted lenormand. And I'm not sure if they do a different one each year, this person, but this is from the 2020. So I don't know if they had a different one for 2021 and 2022, but I love the one I have, so did it look at that puppy. I mean, look at that mouse, the mice. It's just adorable. Here's the rider. So definitely keeping this. I think I am going to look and see if they do a different one each year, just out of curiosity, because it's just adorable. Keeping that. Then this one is the Island Time Wellness Lenormand, and kind of, ooh, and with it being all pink and kind of Valentine's-y kind of feel, I would think I could use that during Valentine's, but I've got so many Lenormands, I really don't need this one too. So I am going to declutter this one. Someone else can get use out of it. And then the Aurum Lenormand. And most of these cards I just love. And I love this gold going through the cards. Woo! But there's one card or two that just kind of freaked me out. But the Rider, that's gorgeous. The Clover. the ship. Oh wait, let's see if I can get it so you can actually see the ship. That one might be a hard one. There we go, the ship. So there's only like a card in here that like kind of freaks me out. This child one, I don't know why, but that child one just kind of freaks me out. This fox though is gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm keeping that. And from the same creator as that, Lenormand, is this one. And this is the Rustic Roots Lenormand. And this one reminded me of home. Like, look, it's like a little matchbox with the flannel. And it has flannel back. I just love this. Heart. Fish. This one's sad. Mice. As I laugh. Sorry, that's horrible. Woman. Tree. It just reminds me of home. So, definitely keeping this. And look at this gorgeous bag it came in with the trees. Then I have Under the Roses Lenormand. And this is beautiful artwork too. The lady, I keep seeming to pull out the lady. The tree, the journal, the snake. Yeah, this one's calling to me right now. I totally need to pull this one out for this month. We'll see. And when I say this month, I mean February. Coming up. At the House of Shadows Oracle deck. Now this one has become like mass market. However, I have one of the, you know, non-mass market. And I'm happy. The mass market one I think is in color, which would be nice, but I kind of like this black and white aesthetic for these. Heart. She has a heart balloon lifting her up and it's banged up. The book, Bleak House. That's the name of the book. Okay. Shelter. So I'm definitely keeping this. And I often use this along with its matching tarot deck, Shadowlands tarot deck, which is, I think, why I considered for a brief moment getting the colored one, because Shadowland is in color. So, and then the Fairy Tale Lenormand has like a little door, and these are all based off of different fairy tales. Okay, hopefully that didn't pop up on your screen. So I just, that's super cute. So I'm keeping it, and I like that it's in this tin. That's nice. Then I have the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Let me try not to get to the, okay, here we go. It has this beautiful gold. So the clover, the ship, the house, tree, the clouds, snake, the child. So I'll be keeping this one. And I have the expanded edition of this. And then the Celtic Lenormand. Here's the back. The dog, child. And I think this one has two different snakes. One, this snake, and I think it has a snake where it's also like losing its skin. I think it's this deck that has that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's shedding its skin. So, keeping this one. And last is this one. And I have a book somewhere, I think. I can't remember what this one is called. This came in a subscription box. And before it came in the subscription box, I had been eyeing this. But once it came in the subscription box, like it just didn't call to me anymore. It just didn't, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be for me. And so this one I think I will let go of. But I think before I let go of it, I'm going to put it back with the others, because before I let go of it, I am going to use the book that came with it, because it's got a really great study book with it. And that is the end of my Oracle, Lenormand, and other cards. All right, I will come back and give you a total of all of these cards and how many I am decluttering.
All right, so I am back with the numbers, but before I say the numbers, I just want to say that my husband is the best, and I just love and appreciate him. Not only did he set up the hands camera for me, but also the fact that whenever I start to get on myself for my collections, because obviously you saw my Oracle collection, and we haven't even touched my tarot collection, and then my makeup collection, and my book collection, my essential oil collection, and my candle collection. I like to collect. I never thought that I was becoming a hoarder, but now I may have to consider the possibility. But it's organized hoarding, I think. Anyways, whenever I say that I'd like to get something, he just says, does it make you happy? And he does not get on me for my choices. So thank you, sweetheart. All right, with that being said, thanks for sticking by me. That being said, the total for my Oracle Plus, so my Lenormand, my Oracles, my rune cards, my affirmation cards, anything, everything other than tarot, was a total of 106. And I decluttered another 13 decks. Keep in mind, this number was higher, and I've already decluttered once and sent stuff to my niece and some friends. So I don't see decluttering more, maybe as time goes on. But right now I really do love the cards that I have, and I do use them. So I'm happy with that. It was only about 12%. I probably could have done better, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to, because I don't want to declutter just to declutter and then miss something that I had. So I don't think I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna do even worse with the tarot. I think I might. Anyways, next time when I get on here, I probably will do my tarot collection. Otherwise, I might start talking about the panning projects that I want to do with my makeup. Again, if you have returned, if you're still here, thank you. I know this is very long. Leave me a little thumbs up, subscribe, tell me you're here, that you made it through the deck or through the video, and tell me what your favorite deck is. If you have cards, let me know if there's a certain deck you would like to see a flip through of or a walkthrough for. And wherever you are, stay beautiful and stay blessed. Thanks. Bye.